Good afternoon, everyone. I am going to make some healthy vegan cookies that I saw on YouTube, and I'm going to do them from start to finish so you can see how I'm making them. It's basically, hi Earlene, haven't talked to you all day, I missed you. Basically 2 ingredients, bananas and quick oats. But I'm also going to add other things to it too. I'm going to add some cranberries to it as well. So, and they say you need to have some real ripe bananas. Now these could be a little riper. Hi, good to see you. But I'm going to use these bananas, and I'm going to cut them up in small chunks. And then I'm just going to use my potato masher. They used a fork on YouTube, but I thought, well, I'll just mash them up with a potato masher. Be a little bit easier because she was doing it with a fork, and it seems like it takes a little longer to do it with a fork. I've been looking for good cookie recipes, and I thought, well, this is just basically 2 bananas and a cup of oats, quick oats. And then, they made it 4 different ways. You can add cranberries to it. You can do chocolate chips, which we don't do that. You can do peanut butter. You can do walnuts. And I thought, well, I might just as well do the cranberries, as I have me some cranberries. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mash these bananas, which will be a lot easier than with a fork. I did buy me a potato masher, and it won't take as long to mash them. As you can see, they're mashing up pretty well. Mashing up with a potato masher versus a fork. Although I use a fork to stir them together. I'm going to use one of my spoons in here. And then I've already got the oats mixed, and I will put those in there. And I want to stir these up, mix it all together, and then I'm going to add the cranberries. So I want to get this all mixed in here. 1 cup. I'm going to post this up on YouTube, as I always do. I will post it up on YouTube so that you can follow along. You can make it yourself. It's only 2 bananas and a cup of oats. As far as the other ingredients, basically that's really all you need. But I want to jazz the cookies up, so I'm going to add some cranberries to it. I've got cranberries. You can also use walnuts, but I'm going to use cranberries. I've already got my oven lit. It's cost $3.50 for 15 minutes. So I'm going to take and measure out 1/3 of a cup of cranberries, and I'll stir them in there. And these are dried cranberries that I bought. As you can see, they're real small, and I'll just put them in there. They're a lot easier when they're dried cranberries. And if I don't see you when you come in, I'm busy working, but thank you for everybody that's coming in and sharing this out, because this is something that we need to do, to share this out with everybody, because this is something that, we want to learn how to do our own recipes, and I love doing my own recipes. And I will tell you that I took the cookie sheet, and what I did is I had some liquid coconut oil in the cupboard. I poured a little bit of coconut oil on the cookie sheet, because I saw somebody do that on the internet. Poured a little bit of cookie oil on it, or coconut oil, coconut oil. Hi, oh, thank you for the super hearts, Dolores. And then I just took a Scott towel and I spread it around. If I'm missing your comments, that's because I'm busy here. I'm not doing it intentionally, but I'm trying to get this. As you can see, it's getting all stirred up together. It won't make very many cookies, but that doesn't matter because it's just for me anyway. But if you've got a bigger family, you might have to make more. You'll have to make a double batch or whatever. For me, it'll be just fine. I don't need a double batch. Let me get a tablespoon. Okay. Then he said you drop it by a tablespoon. You have to kind of shake the cookies a little bit. They may not be perfectly round, but for me, they'll be just fine. We'll see how many cookies I get out of this. And this is going to be a simple recipe. I was going to do peanut butter, but when I saw this recipe come up, I thought this would be just as simple to make as anything else. And you can watch me make it. And like I said, I'll post the recipe up on YouTube. And you could put anything in it. Like I said, you can put the cranberries in if you like cranberries. They even use a tablespoon of peanut butter. Whatever you want to put into it, you can put into it. You know, besides the bananas and the quick oats. I just happen to have some quick oats. I've been using that for other recipes, so it worked out fine. Oh, yes. It's going to be, these are going to be vegan cookies. They're not going to be perfect, but for me, they're going to be just fine. I won't get that many out of here, but you know, I don't really need that many because I'm the only one eating them anyway. You know, I just wanted to see if I could make some vegan cookies and what they would look like. As you can see, and I've already got my oven is getting pre-lit, and as soon as it beeps on me, then I can put these in here, and I can still talk to you, and we can wait for them to come out and see what they look like. This takes 15 minutes for them to bake. I'm gonna get at least 9 cookies out of it, so that's not too bad. 9 or 10. Yeah, I'm going to get 9 cookies out of it. So. Just get trying to get all the cookie dough out of here because you don't want to waste any of it. You want to make sure you have it all. As you can see, I got 9 out of it. I could probably spread them out a little further, but they don't you know, get real big anyway. So, but I like doing this with other people, sharing what I know. I can mail you some. Well, I don't know about that, but oh, it's getting there. It's getting hot, but they're real easy. Like I said, they're real easy to make, and I'll post it up on YouTube so that you can see how I made them. Because as you can see, it's just basically 2 bananas that you got to mash them up, and your quick oats, a cup of quick oats, and then you put a third a cup of walnuts in it, cranberries, you know. Oh yeah. Well, it take quite a bit of time to do that, but you can make them yourself. Like I said, once I post it up on YouTube, you'll be able to make it yourself, and they're as simple to do as can be. I mean, they're very, very easy to do. I mean, when I saw the recipe, I thought, oh my, this is as simple as can be, because I'm one of these kind. I like the simpler the better. I don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen preparing a meal or, you know, making a dessert or things like that. I like to be able to get done what I need to do and, you know, eat it or whatever and go on and do something else. But I spend a lot of time looking for various different recipes to do. And when I saw this and I saw the different variations they did of it, I said, well, this is an easy one to make. And it's like I said, it's something you've got in your kitchen. You've got bananas. I eat a lot of bananas. I buy them. And they say the riper the better. She said you can actually have them as brown as you can get them if you want to get them. And they're real good for the cookies because you don't want to eat them otherwise, but they're real easy to mash up. But so mine are starting to get a little brown on the peeling, so they're real good for that. I would suppose you can, but the recipe I saw, they use quick oats, which I have. I don't really think it really matters if it's quick oats or rolled oats or instant oats, because I think they're pretty much all the same. Just whatever you have in your kitchen. You can just go ahead and try and see whatever you have in your kitchen and see how they come out. I just happen to have quick oats, and that's what I'm using. But, you know, just don't go out and buy any special ones if you got oats in your kitchen. Just try that first. And if it doesn't look right to you or something, then you go ahead and change to quick oats. But I saw that. I did see one other one that used, I think, rolled oats or instant oats, and I had the quick oats. But then, and it was pretty much the same recipe as this, only she had put cocoa powder in, or cacao powder, which we don't use. And then she also put a tablespoon of chia seeds and a tablespoon of flax seeds into it and made some different cookies. I could have done that as well, but I kind of like this recipe, and I could do that the next time. Make it, like a third of a cup of the whatever I put in there, walnuts or cranberries or whatever, and then just add chia seeds and flax seeds, which would make real good cookies too. You know, and I saw one recipe where they actually used the chia. I think it was a flax egg. I think it was the flaxseed egg that they had used, or was it a chia seed? Either chia seed or flaxseed egg to make the cookies. And in case something you don't know, that you can use that, do that as well. I think they will too. They really look like they're going to be very good. You know, and I'm one for liking cookies and stuff like that, and I don't like to have to go through a lot of time to make them. I want to be able to, like I said, get them made and get done what I have to do and go on. You know, I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I don't think anybody does, you know. It's okay, there's beef. So now I'm going to put these in here for 15 minutes and I can talk to you. Well, I'll just keep track of my time. You can help me keep track of my time too. But they're simple to make, and if I can help somebody else to well, you know, since I've had my Vitamix, I'm doing more cooking now than I ever did before. You know, I love doing it now. Oh, he's always looking for healthy options. That's good. You'll try to make it today? Oh, good. And like I said, I'll post it up on YouTube. 15 minutes is all it's going to take to bake them. That's all. Just 15 minutes. That's not that long. You know, because I end up having a tendency to have a pretty long scope anyway. Hi, good to see you. I'm making healthy vegan cookies, but right now they're in the oven. I just put them in the oven, so I'm watching my time, and I've got 15 minutes that they're gonna bake, and then I'll take them out. So they ought to be really good because I wanted to. Oh, you're from Italy. Welcome. So I wanted to do this so you could see me make them, and then see the finished product when they get done, because I know they're going to be good, you know. And like I said, we can all learn from each other. And I like doing this for other people. I mean, I've been helped by Stacy, and I've been helped by Philip, and I want to help other people too, you know. And I'm happy that everybody's coming in and sharing this with me, and so they can learn too, as we all need. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Hi, Alexis. I put the cookies in the oven. You'll have to watch the replay to see how I made them. I've got them in the oven right now. They'll be in there for 15 minutes, and then when they're done, I'll take them out and show them to you. 350 for 15 minutes. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, good. Well, I try to be. I'm not as perfect, but, you know, I know that I will be someday, you know. But I love, and this is one time I didn't have to get my Vitamix dirty, get my, my other, I always forget what it is, food processor dirty or anything like that. I didn't have to get them dirty, just dirty up a bowl and spoon and stuff. And, well, they're healthy vegan cookies. Basically, it's 2 ingredients. 2 ripe bananas, and get them as ripe as you can get them, and a cup of quick oats. And then I took 1/3 of a cup of cranberries and added that to it. You can add, no, I don't recommend chocolate chips. Oh, thank you. Hi, Pam, good to see you. I'm making some healthy vegan cookies, but they're in the oven right now. You'll have to watch the replay to see how I made them. I didn't use my Vitamix or food processor. I do too, and I just put them in a bowl and stirred them around, and you could probably use carob chips. Yes, you could, but not regular chocolate chips. I don't have any carob chips or carob powder, so I couldn't put those in there. I'm planning on getting some of that though. Yeah, we'll have to watch. It's very, like I said, it's just 2 main ingredients: 2 ripe bananas and a cup of quick oats. I suppose any kind would work. They talked about quick oats, but I suppose any kind of oats would work. And then I took 1/3 cup of, these are the cranberries, about dried cranberries, and put those in there. Now you could, like I said, you can put the carob chips in there, or you could they even put a tablespoon of peanut butter in it. They used walnuts, any kind of things that you have. I don't know if you can put cashews in it. I don't know. Almonds, I think they put almonds in it. So you could, there's different variations that you can use for these cookies. I just happened to have the cranberries, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and put them in there because I had used them on my no-bake peanut butter oat bars, and I had them, and I thought, well, I might as well use them for this now because I can put them to good use. That's, it's simple just to have stuff around the kitchen. That's what I wanted, something I didn't have to go out and buy extra. Oh, okay, bye-bye. I guess that person wasn't too interested in what I in being healthy. There are some people like that. You're going to get people in here that don't want to be healthy, but I'm on the healthy kick, and I'm going to stay that way, you know. And I'm trying to help everybody else to do what I'm doing, you know. Try to be healthy. Yeah. We all need, welcome to Periscope for the very first time. We all need to be healthy because our bodies are the temple of God, and we need to stay healthy as much as we can, you know. Yeah, I do too. But you know, I'm one of these kind that I want to do some things that's simple. Oh, I can see them. I can see your comments. I can see them. I wouldn't, when I was mixing the cookie stuff up, I wasn't watching then because I was paying attention to mixing it up. But now that I've got them in the oven, I'm watching the comments that are coming up at the screen. But you know, I'm one of these kind that I like simple recipes. Oh, thank you so much. I intend to do that. You know, but I like the simple the better. I don't like anything real complicated. If it takes a lot of time and a lot of ingredients to do it, I really don't want to bother with it. If I can do it something just as simple as I've done here with these cookies, I'm all for that. That's what I like. Oh, thank you so much. I know I'm not perfect. There's other ones do a lot. There's others that do cooking scopes. They're probably better than me. They get a lot more people in them than I get. But you know something? I'm not worried about that at all. I'm never worried about getting featured. I'm not worried about the followers I have. I'm just anxious to come in here and do it. And if people learn from me and live to be healthy, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm caring about. You know, and that's why I'm doing this. Oh my goodness, they're too big. You know, I haven't done that yet. Mine are going to start fitting a little looser on me too. I'm sure they will. I already noticed my waistline, you know. And it's been telling. I don't see it in the face. Everybody keeps telling me my face is thinner. And I keep looking at my face and I say, well, I guess maybe it is. But definitely my waistline, I can tell it. That's the first thing I always noticed was the waistline. The face, and I look at myself in the mirror every morning and I still don't see what you people see. But you know that's the way it usually is. We don't ever perceive ourselves the way other people perceive us. You know, they see us in a different light than we see ourselves. And I suppose that's a good thing, you know, as far as weight loss is concerned. You know, I wouldn't want it to be any other way if I was on the heavy side, which I've always been heavy my whole life. I took after my aunt because she was a heavy woman, so I took after her. So I'm kind of thankful that I'm able to do this. And yeah, that's true. You know something? It's like I said in my other periscopes. I didn't put the stuff on overnight, and I'm certainly not going to be able to take it off overnight. I have to work at it. Got about 5 minutes yet to go before I can take them out. And I have to work at it. It takes a while. You know, I don't want to lose it too fast because if I lose it too fast, I'm going to end up putting it all back on. So I'm losing it a little bit, and maybe a half a pound will come back or whatever. It's varying between a half a pound to a pound is all it's varying. But thank goodness I'm able to lose the weight and try to keep it off. You know, and that's the main thing. I just don't want to get back to where I was before. Absolutely not. If I get back to where I was at before, then I haven't accomplished a thing. And I don't intend to let that happen. I intend to stay on this journey that I'm on because I want to be healthy. I want to be able to do what I can, do my part, you know, because there's someday we might have to run for our lives when the National Sunday Law comes, and I want to be able to flee. I want to be able to run, you know. I want to run like a rabbit. And the only way I can do that is be healthy because our bodies are the temple of God. And we don't want to destroy our bodies. We want to be healthy for Him as much as we possibly can. We need to be, oh my goodness, that is terrible. I don't do that stuff in here. Wow. What is in that? We get all kinds in here. Oh my goodness. Well, it's block time. If you people see a derogatory remark before I block them, go ahead and report them. Wow. Get all kinds in here. Oh, I know, shaking my head. I don't understand why people come in here and have to do that. Yeah, right out of the blue. And I'm not saying anything that derogatory or anything. That's what, when they see a woman on a scope, that's the first thing they want them to show their top or their behind or something. Oh, it's afternoon here, but good morning wherever you're at. You know, welcome. But, you know, people are that way. You know, we just have to pray for them. There must be a miserable person, you know, or you know where their mind is at. You know, and that's the kind of world we live in. People are just so nasty. It's terrible. just to be so nasty, and it's uncalled for. Thank you. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. Yeah, there are disgusting people, but I just block them and move on. You have to. Like I said, that's the way our world is. And we know we're going to have that. I'm in Oregon. Well, yeah, I don't know. It could be just the United States. I hope it's not all over. I wish it weren't here, but yes, we are. We're living in the end times. It doesn't happen in Sweden. Well, lucky you. The trouble is, it's absolutely horrible, and it is. It's God's country, and most people, they are so mean and disgusting and vile that every other word is a curse word. That's all they can say. And it's the F word most of the time. You want to visit Oregon? Hi, good to see you. Welcome. You've been here once? I did. I was born and raised in Indiana. Yeah, I'll move to Sweden. I don't know what he said about Sweden. I have no idea. I don't watch the news. I don't watch television, so I don't know what's being said about anything. But we need to pray for these attacks that are happening. Seems like on a daily basis. We had that one in Manhattan yesterday, and a terrorist attack. It just seems like it never ends. This world is not our home. We're just passing through. Oh, yeah. Grants Pass. I've been to Grants Pass a couple times. It's beautiful. It's beautiful there too. Oh, you stopped by to say hi. Well, welcome. Good to see you. I've got a few minutes to go, less than 5 minutes, and I can take my cookies out. And then we'll see what they look like. But this is a journey that is going to be a long journey. No, I have been an Adventist for over 40 years. I have a testimony. If you go into my profile, if you're not following me, go into my profile. I've given my testimony several times, but the last time I gave it was, maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe. It should be on my profile. They only show 100 at a time, although I've done well over 400. But only 100 are shown at a time. So you go in there and watch my testimony. I tell you all about how I became a Seventh-day Adventist. I've been over 40 years. But I was a Lutheran before that. What do I want to change with the United States? Well, something? There isn't anything we can change, Prophecy, yes, I am. I am certainly on Facebook. Prophecy is happening before our very eyes, and there is nothing we can do about it. We can't stop the things that are happening, and I really don't want to, because I don't want to live in this world for a long time. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And that's the problem. People are mean and nasty, and the things that are happening, it's just, gets you to the point where you get disgusted at this world, and you say, Lord, please come, because I can't take it anymore. It's just awful, and I don't want to live here much longer. I know a lot of people say they want some time to do the work. I understand that, and maybe the Lord will give us a little extra time to do the work. But once he lets go those four winds of strife, which he's about ready to release those, we know what's going to happen, and we better be ready for it, because those four winds of strife are going to be released before too long. And until he does, we have time to get this message out. Maybe that's what he wants, to give us all time to get this message out, to go a little further, because there are so many people that haven't heard this message yet. Oh my goodness, really? Well, here we get them. We go to prison. You go to prison for life here, and then a lot of them are executed. But the sad thing of it is, people have been executed for not even committing a murder. They were found innocent, and once they were executed, there wasn't anything they could do. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. Those that are coming in. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you. I'm not ready to take my cookies out of the oven. I think I'll get them out right now. Let me get a... I'm going to move this on back so I can sit this on the stove so that you can see what they look like. Shut my oven off. I better shut it off. There we go. Don't want to leave that on. Okay, now that you can see, they look really good. Don't they look good? I'm really happy. happy with these cookies. I'm going to have to put them on a plate though. Let me get a plate out of here. And they say to take them off right away, so that they don't, because they'll continue to cook because the cookie sheet is hot. So they're coming right off. Wow, these are nice and done, and they're pretty, aren't they? Aren't they pretty? They're nice and soft too. Like I said, I only got 9 cookies for a family. You might have to double the recipe or make it more than once. But for me, this is plenty. I don't need, 25, 30 cookies. But there you go. Don't those look good? Don't those look real good? And I enjoyed doing this because I wanted you to see just exactly what they look like. If anybody wants to take a screenshot of them, don't they look real good? And those outfits said they got cranberries in them. Next time I make them, I might put carob chips in them if I got it, or I'll put walnuts in it. Oh, thank you. It says they do, and I was really pleased that they came out. And like I said, bananas and oats. How simple is that? Just two special ingredients, and then just a third a cup of the cranberries I put in it. And that it's really amazing how you can make cookies out. When I saw that, I thought, make cookies out of bananas and oatmeal? I guess you can call them banana oatmeal cookies, but they just call them healthy vegan cookies. But I guess that's okay because they are vegan. We're not putting anything in them that's harmful. And that's why I'm doing this. I probably will make some peanut butter cookies, but you know something? I think now that I got these, I might like these better. I know Erlene had made some peanut butter cookies, and she had showed them on Facebook. What I've been doing with these things I've been making is I have been posting them up on Facebook and posting the recipe on Facebook. I've got a couple group. I got one cooking group that I'm on that I posted there, as well as my own page, and I post them up on YouTube. So I'm getting the message out that way, and I'm glad that I can do this because people enjoy my cooking scopes. And you know something? I enjoy doing them. I'm going to bring it to a little closer because I look like I'm a mile away from you. But I enjoy doing them because it helps me to help you, because I'm having so much fun doing them. I really am. I'm having so much fun. Let's just pick that off there. But, yes, it probably would be. Now, you can leave them plain if you want to. Just have the bananas and the oatmeal. But I decided to put cranberries in them just to spice them up a little bit because I saw the recipe done that way. And I thought, well, that makes it nice. I might just make oatmeal and bananas. But, I mean, it's simple. 2 bananas and the oatmeal. How hard can that be? Not hard at all. And they look so good. I mean, look at that. And they came out nice and brown. And I know they're going to taste good. I only got 9 cookies, but I don't need for myself. I don't need that many. Yes, I put some dried. These are what I put in there. Some dried cranberries. I bought at Walmart, and I just put them in there. Don't have to cut them up or anything. Now walnuts, if I put them in there, I'll probably have to cut them up because I got a can of walnuts I bought. I'll probably have to chop them up too. But I may make the cookies next time where I put chia seeds and flax seeds in them. A tablespoon of chia seed and a tablespoon of flax seeds. That would be quite an interesting cookie too. Of course, like I said, she used cacao powder, and we can't use that. If I had carob powder, I probably would make carob cookies. I'm planning on buying some of that, maybe through Amazon or whatever. But I'm glad that, somebody wants to connect with me. Oh, okay, I will, as soon as I get on Facebook, on Messenger, I will. Yeah, chia seeds. Well, like I said, I did see a recipe that used the bananas, and she used the oatmeal, the same thing I did, only she used cacao powder. She put a tablespoon of cacao powder in it, then a tablespoon of chia seeds, and a tablespoon of flax seeds. She wanted to spice them up a little bit. So, oh yeah, I see that you did. Thank you, Sherry. I'm going to get to it as soon as I get off this Periscope. I'll check it out because I'm going to post this up on Facebook, and I'll take and I always check my messages. You're early your messages to me every day, but she hasn't yet because she's been gone all day today. So I've kind of been missing that one, but can't always be around. But I'm just so glad that I was able to come in here and I was able to share with you my recipe for the vegan cookies, and I hope that some of you else can make them, and that you can let everybody know how your cookies came out, and that you'll share them with everybody too, because that's what I love to do. I've been doing that lately. I've been seeing Erlene that she'll make something and post it on Facebook, and she'll post the recipe. I thought, well, that's what I'm going to start doing too. Show what I've made. I did my vegan butter. I posted it on Facebook along with the recipe. My cheese sauce, I did the same thing. Oh, you're going to try it? It's just simple. 2 bananas and a cup of quick oats. It's all you need. And bake them at 350 for 15 minutes. And you can see that they come out absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that nice? They may not be perfectly round for me, but they're nice and soft. Really are. When did I start periscoping? Well, I've kind of lost track. I didn't, when Periscope first came out, and it's been out a while now. It's been out a few years. When I first when Periscope first came out, I didn't come on it right away. I'd watch other people's Periscopes. Hi, River. Good to see you. I made some cookies. You'll have to watch the replay because I made them from beginning to end. But here is what the end result looks like. They just come out of the oven. And, okay, River, you just pop back in. Here's my cookies, what they look like when they came out of the oven. You'll have to watch the replay to see how I made them and what I used. And basically, it's just 2 ingredients, River. It's just 2 bananas, ripe bananas, now that'd be ripe, and a cup of quick oats, or any kind of oatmeal that you have, just a cup of oats. And I also took a 1/3 cup of cranberries and added them in there too, so it made them look a little fancier. But that's basically all you really need, is 2 bananas and quick oats, and put them in the oven for 350 degrees for 15 minutes. That's simple enough. I mean, that's how hard can that be? And you can add cranberries to them. You can add a tablespoon of peanut butter to it, or you can add chia seeds, flax seeds. You can add walnuts, anything that you can put into it that you want to. Anything that you want. Because I did see, like I said, I did see some cookies that were made that she added chia seeds, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and a tablespoon of flax seeds, along with her cacao powder, which we can't use, and the bananas and the quick oats. 15 minutes, yes. 15 minutes at 350. Don't they though? Don't they look good? And they're not going to harm me. They're healthy. I know what's in them. Because the cookies people make chocolate chip cookies. I saw there was a Periscoper that he got featured today for making chocolate chip cookies. Well, they use the regular chocolate chips. We use carob chips, would be different. But if you're going to make cookies, you want them vegan. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm sure it is, because I don't even eat their processed foods anymore. I stay clear away from McDonald's. Even though I go to Walmart, we have a McDonald's in our Walmart. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. It's right as I walk into Walmart, there's the McDonald's. But I don't go in there anymore. It took one time for me not being able to pay for my food and realizing that I was eating wrong, that I don't ever go back and eat, make my own burgers. Oh, you know something? You're better off not to. I'm not eating out anymore either. How many did? Well, I made 9 with what I have. But see, I'm just for myself. Now, I'm supposing if you have a bigger family, you could probably double the recipe, or you'll have to make more than one batch, because you'll get 9 each time, because you could just use a cup of oats and 2 bananas. So you're going to have to make more than one batch. But they're not hard to make. They're not long. They don't take long to make. It's just getting the bananas mashed and everything. Oh yes. I don't need McDonald's. When I see what the food is there, and the people that line up and what they're going to get to eat there, I shake my head and I say, no, they shouldn't be there. But they don't realize that they're killing themselves by the way they're eating. That's what people do. They just don't understand that. We don't need that kind of food. We need to be healthy. So if you can make your own food, that's what you need to do. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can eat for breakfast and not be guilty. You're so right. And you make your own food, you can eat it and not have to worry about that But it's there again, you eat stuff in moderation too. Oh, yeah, it's going to make you very sick. And that's a good sign. When you get sick like that, God is letting you know that you don't need it. Your body is not is kind of resistant to it, and it won't accept it anymore. So you need to you'll have it right now. Well, like I said, I'm going to post this up on YouTube as well. Put the recipe there, and I'll just say the different variations that you can have. But I'll just put in the cup of oats and the 2 bananas, and people can add their own ingredients afterwards. You know, I don't walk inside of it either. I walk past it because I have to walk past it to get inside Walmart because it's right inside the door. A little ways, well, it's past the carts. I walk in the door and then to the right is the carts and then right after that is McDonald's. I have to walk past it to get into Walmart, but I don't even bother going in there or anything. And always a lot of people in line. You know, if you can make your own foods and... Oh, good, good. You know, bananas and oats are something we always should have around the house. Oatmeals for cereal and stuff. And if that's something you have in the house, you know you can make these cookies and not worry about getting sick on them or anything like that. It's a healthy indulgence, as I call it. Just like my ice cream that I make in my Vitamix. It's a healthy indulgence. It's an indulgence that I know is good for me, and I'm not going to get sick on it. Yeah, I don't get sick on these cookies either. Now, I'm not going to eat all 9 of them in one sitting. I would dare not do that because it's there again. You have to eat them in moderation. You don't want to eat, you know, like she said, 25, 30 cookies because you can get sick. But no, I haven't. You know, I probably should, but I really don't like green juicing all that much. Oh, you did? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's horrifying. I'm sure it is. Yeah, you need to stock up. Once you start stocking up, I mean, this is a recipe that I'm going to stick with. I've been finding a lot of recipes and making them, and you've seen a few of them that I've scoped on here. The ones that I've scoped on here, I'm sticking with those recipes because they're simple. They don't take long to do. I like my cheese sauce. I like the vegan butter. In fact, I had noodles and a baked potato for lunch, and I put that vegan butter in the noodles, and I put it on the potato, and it was very, very good. Really good. So, you know, when I find a recipe that I like, I stick with it because then it saves me having to go and try to find another one of that same thing again. You know, and the same thing with the cheese sauce. I like it, so I'm sticking with it. Add some carrots, apples to beets, and ginger. Oh, yeah, I'll have to try that. I mean, I do make smoothies. I make a lot of fruit smoothies, but I make them with bananas and different fruits, strawberries or whatever, you know, whatever I have. And I put chia seeds and stuff in them. But I will also have a smoothie stuff that I made the other day that was watermelon and strawberry. And I bought that at Walmart. Used to make some, overnight oatmeal. Yeah, I used to eat oatmeal a lot when I was a kid. But you know something? I never realized how much you can do with oatmeal. And when I saw that you could make bananas and oatmeal cookies, well, why? I said, why not? I know there's oatmeal cookies, but put bananas in them. Bananas, it gives them a good flavor. And I thought, well, why not? And as I could see, anybody coming in, look at the cookies. Don't they look nice? They got nice and done. And they really, I know they're going to be delicious. And I really like cookies. I like desserts, but I certainly don't want to go buy any. I'd rather make my own. In fact, these would be a good cookie to take to any potlucks we have at church. Of course, I'd have to make more than just one batch because there's only 9 cookies, but I'd have to make a bunch of them and take them and, you know, and see if people would eat them. Yeah, that's right. They are. But if you make your own smoothies, you know exactly what you're getting. You know, I take bananas and I put strawberries in it or whatever. Same thing with my ice cream. I'll take bananas and I'll put strawberry in it or whatever and just make strawberry banana ice cream. Do these have this? No, these don't have any almond meal. All it is a cup of quick oats and 2 bananas. Plus, and then I put a third cup of cranberries. And that's what you see here is the cranberries. These here are the cranberries. You can put walnuts in it. You can put a tablespoon of peanut butter. You could put anything in it that you want. And like I said, I saw one recipe where she put chia seeds and flax seeds, a tablespoon of each in it, and which would make a good cookie. So it's just basically the 2 ingredients of oatmeal and bananas, and you just add anything to it you want. You can eat them plain like that if you want to, but I thought, well, I'll put the cranberries in it, spice them up a little bit, and I think they look absolutely beautiful. They really do. So, and I was glad I could come in here and do these for everybody because I like doing this for other people because, you know, I learned so much from Stacy. I've learned so much from Philip, and yeah, I know they'll boost your immune system. And for those that come in here, I didn't say hi to you. Welcome, and thank you for coming into my Periscope and sharing this out with your followers. You'll have to go back and watch the replay to see exactly how I made these cookies because I made them from beginning to end. Told you exactly what goes into them. Basically 2 ingredients, 2 ripe bananas, and a cup of oats is all it is. And then you can add whatever you want. tablespoon of peanut butter. You can add a third cup of walnuts or cranberries, which I put cranberries in this, or whatever you want, and then they're going to be good cookies. I only got 9, but for me, that's fine. But I thank you all for coming in here and sharing this with me. You can do that too. Not for these cookies, however, but there are some recipes that call for oat flour. And I don't have any oat flour, and I thought, well, if I ever want to make anything with oat flour, and I could just take the oatmeal and grind it up in the Vitamix, because there is a way to grind that up. So, and instead of having to buy the oat flour. And same thing with coconuts. You can grind it up too and make coconut flour, and stuff like that. Coconut sugar too. So, because the stuff you buy in the store, how good is it really? They say it's organic, but is it really? You've got to be so careful nowadays. Like I said, the only organic I buy is the non-GMO. Oh, yeah, the same, rice flour. I'm sure, I've got rice, and you could, well, it didn't call for that. It just calls for just putting oats in it, because I don't think it would be very, very good with the oat flour. You could probably use it for another recipe, but for these, you can see, you want it to the consistency it is. I don't know how it'd come out if you made it into oat flour and did it, but there are some, like I said, there are some cookie recipes out there that do call for oat flour or regular wheat flour. So, you can make them that way when you have the oats ground up. But for this, it didn't call for that. Just put it right in there. Yes, I would imagine they are. They have so many chemicals in those things, and you don't know and you don't know half the chemicals, what they are, where they came from. And that's why I say, here, I know what I got. 3 ingredients. Oatmeal, bananas, and cranberries. That's it. Oh, hi from Kentucky. Welcome. 3 ingredients: oatmeal, bananas, and cranberries. That's the cookies. And it made nice cookies. They're nice and soft. They don't break apart. So it's well, I did. I got it from scratch, but I saw a recipe on YouTube. Yes, basically it is made from scratch. I saw the recipe on YouTube, and I just went and made it because somebody else had made it, and I thought that was Philip there. So welcome, Philip. I'm glad that you came in. I haven't seen you in a long time. I thought it was you down there, but like I said, Philip can make these. Stacy can make these. Anybody can make these. If they're hungry for cookies, don't go out and buy them. Just get yourself some bananas and some oatmeal and make your own cookies out of them. Yes, it is. And look at it. Doesn't that look beautiful? Look at the cookies. You bake them for 15 minutes on 350-degree oven. And they came out very, very good. You can put flaxseed. I didn't put them in here, but there were some cookies I saw made that had flaxseed and chia seeds in them. You could do that as well. If you want to put flaxseed, like a tablespoon or something in there, plus maybe cranberries or carob chips or whatever, you can do that as well. Bake different kinds. I might do that the next time. Add a little flaxseed and chia seeds to it. I don't know, but since I'm the only one here, they won't last very long. They'll be gone probably in another day or so. Because I've only got 9 cookies here for myself. For a bigger family, you'd have to probably, take the recipe and make. You'll have to double it or just make more than one batch. Sure, I sure can. There you go. See what it looks like? Can you see it? You want to screenshot it? Go ahead and screenshot it. There's what it looks like. It may not be perfectly round, but that's what they look like. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, they might in a container. Yeah, they might. I just didn't put them in a container. I just put them on a plate for right now. But probably in an airtight container, yes, they probably would, because they're not something that are going to spoil very easily. I've got. Doesn't it though? I've got some. My suggestion is, if you make something like this, put them in a glass container. Don't put them in plastic. All my cheese sauce, my vegan butter, my cashew mayo, all in the refrigerator, all in glass containers. That's the best for them, and they're airtight. I pretty much do. I try to come down here and do these cooking scopes every day. Now, if I don't have a recipe found in the next day, then I just wait until I do have a recipe, because sometimes I'm not finding exactly right away the thing I want to make. So I wait until I found what I want to make. Hi, Toby. Good to see you. And then when I find what I want to make, then I go ahead and make it. But I try to come in every day for a little bit, maybe, as much as I can to try to. And those then here that were not on my scope last Wednesday, it was the 25th of this month, I made some vegan Alfredo sauce. And for those of you that were not on that Periscope, that was the day that my Periscope got featured on. And I was amazed. Within 10 minutes, they had sent me a notification on my phone that I was a featured broadcaster that day. And I had over 13,000 viewers. So feel free to go in there in my profile and watch that scope. I was really amazed. It was not something I had planned because I never ever thought I'd ever be featured. But I was so thankful it did happen. I think the Lord blessed. What do you mean? Oh, well, I can come on. I sometimes come on in the mornings. I sometimes come on in the afternoons. I don't come on in the nighttime too much, but I do come on. I do come on in the mornings most of the time. If I'm, I've done breakfast scopes before, or I'll make something in the morning, for later that day or whatever. But you just have to wait for that whistle that you hear. And I just happened to be doing other things on the computer this morning, looking for recipes. That's what I've been doing pretty much today. And then when I found this, then I got up right away and came out here and made it. So it just varies from day to day exactly. Now I can't guarantee I'll be on tomorrow with another cooking scope. I have no idea unless I find something. I'm looking for something particular and I find it and I'll make it. But you just only time will tell because I like doing these cooking scopes and making more things because we've got to make our own. We can't buy the stuff in the store. If you go back and watch Philip's scope he had a while back on the carrageenan. That's what got me involved with starting to make my own stuff, getting the Vitamix and making my own because I realized a lot of the foods out there, they say they're organic and they're non-GMO, but when you get right down to it, they have carrageenan in them. And that's a chemical that we should not be having in our body. So, and with that being said, if you start making your own stuff, you know what's in it. You won't have carrageenan in it. You won't have things in it that are going to make you sick. And the homemade is always the best. And that's what I've been doing, finding one recipe after another. With my Vitamix, it makes it real easy to make recipes, although I didn't have to use my food processor or the Vitamix this time, just a bowl and a spoon and stirred it up. But it was simple enough to make, and I'm going to keep doing this. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's right, homemade is so much better because you know what's in it. You're not having to guess what's in it. You know what you put in it. You know that it's healthy for you. You're not going to get sick on it. I consider these cookies a healthy indulgence. That's what I consider them. They're a dessert, but which I'm going to post them up on YouTube as a dessert. They're a healthy indulgence, something that we're not going to get sick on. Of course, you don't want to eat them all in one sitting. I don't recommend that, but just eat them slowly. And I plan on putting these into a container and setting them in a glass container so they'll keep for a little while. Yeah, that's probably true. Chemicals for profit making. You're right. Wow. Yeah, I know. I've got that many followers. I've got quite a few followers there. Yes, I have used agave. I love agave. Some people don't like it very much, but I use that, and I also use maple syrup. No, where I live, I can't have a garden. So I try to buy as much as I can organic, and that's not always possible because it's expensive. But I do try to buy as much organic as I can. You missed practically the whole scope because I will show you the cookies that come out of the oven though, and I will show you, I'll hold one up in my hand. This is what they look like. It's basically just 2 ingredients. Your quick oats, a cup of quick oats, and 2 bananas. Although I did take a third cup of cranberries and added them to it too. I bought this at Walmart and put them in there. You can put walnuts in it. You can put a tablespoon of peanut butter. You can put chia seeds, flax seeds, or anything in your cookies you want. But that's what I put in these cookies. But that's basically all it takes. Two real ripe bananas, starting to turn brown. These could have been a little riper, but they're just starting to turn brown. And then I thought, well, I might as well use it for the cookies because I never get them used up fast enough and have to freeze them. But this way, I got them. Apple cookies. I might have to look for a recipe on that. That's somebody's giving me an idea now. But what about onion? Well, I do eat onion. I put onion in a lot of things, and onion powder. Well, goodbye, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you might be. And thank you for coming in. God bless you. And I'm just so glad that I was able to do this, that you were able to watch me make these cookies. Now, the ones that came on late, you'll have to watch the replay. Of course, those who saw was here live, you can go back and watch the replay if you want to. I do that a lot sometimes. I'm live and I'll just go back and watch the replay. And because I get a lot more out of it sometimes, but you just have to watch the replay because I showed you exactly what I used and how I did it and everything, and putting them in the oven and everything. But I'm going to go for now, I think, because I have things I have to do. But I thank you all for coming in and sharing with your followers and being here and watching me make these. And I will, like I said, I'll post them up on YouTube. And I hope you all can make them and let me know how they came out, because I know these are going to be absolutely delicious. I already tasted a little bit and it's really good. So try them yourself. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And thank you for coming in. I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you might be. Take care. You too, take care. God bless and bye-bye.